Hi guys, welcome. I'm on early today. I have high hopes for today. I have a lot of things planned. I want to go for a walk. Right now I am bleaching the bathroom. I got bleach in the toilet, in the sink, and in the tub. I also have pulled out nail polish so I can do my nails and my feet. My feet need help. Anyway, I figured I would get one live stream in now. It's kind of at a different time because I know that people in different time zones, it's not always easy for them to come on late at night. So, all right, let's get it on here. It looks like it's nice out. Maybe we could get in a good walk today. Okay, the first person I have here is Coco. Love for Coco. Every resident staff member in a nursing home specific outreach for testing to low-income communities. Somebody comes in out of the blue. You got somebody showing up out of the blue with a love offer that could be a Cancer. Use your intuition. This may be somebody that you don't know, or somebody you haven't seen in a while. It could be a blast from the past, but somebody's coming in out of the blue, and they're going to be very patient, balanced, compassionate, loving, and kind. So you may have a new option coming in here. AJ, was Marcus with Nicole last night? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, pretty sure. Demini, what's next between me and S? Things should move forward nicely. First card that comes in is the Chariot, forward movement, a spiritual connection, or you may be picking up a spiritual practice. Six of Swords could be moving home, changing homes, that kind of thing. But if you guys are not there yet, it also could be travel to, by, or near water. What are you doing over there, lady? Making a lot of noise. K-Star 36, love. You've got somebody coming in here out of the blue with the Knight of Swords. Be careful that you don't find yourself in a love triangle or as a third party. If you enter a situation as a third party and you know about it, you're ready, willing, and able, that's fine. Just make sure that you're aware of it, that there may be a third party around. You're not holding yourself back. It looks like you have a large sum of money that could be coming in as well. And if you're not with anyone now, you could be with a water sign. It could be a water sign that shows up, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. What is going on, lady? You're making all that noise. L, should I continue doing YouTube videos? Yes. Let's see what the cards say. Before it actually is proven to work in order to speed up the result and get the drug work. Those vaccines, those treatments are the ultimate solution. But until we have it, all roads back to work. Yeah, I would continue. You may even come up with a new idea with the Fool. A new idea, or take it in a different direction, and it may pay off. Jay Allen, how is Grace feeling about me right now? How's Grace feeling right now? Heartbreak. She may be upset about something. Feels like things aren't moving forward fast enough. But she feels very connected to you, and she's very interested in you. She feels like she's got good karma. She's kind of hanging in there because she feels like things could change, or she could get to where she wants to be with you. But she's a little bit like feeling like things are not moving forward fast enough. Hey, why are you making all that noise over there? You want to come over here? Yeah? Charlie. Oh, happy birthday. What's coming up for Charlie? Happy birthday. Let's do spirit messages. Okay. Nine of Earth, enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. The Two of Fire, you've come into your own, new partnerships or contracts continue to move forward. Ace of Earth, the inflow of abundance, a promising business adventure, important documents or contracts. The Queen of Air, independent, experienced, realistic, and witty. Objective decision-making, clearing all that no longer serves you, seeing the humor in the situation. Three of Earth, power of creativity, recognition for high-quality work, and being a team player. It looks like you may have a lot of business stuff happening this year. You may have a lot of business stuff happening this year. Good luck. Stephanie, how is T feeling about me today? How is T feeling? He's feeling a little bit burdened by the situation. He's feeling like he wants a new beginning. He thinks you're very intuitive. He thinks he's going to have to put in a lot of hard work. I don't know if you've spoken to him yet. He wants things to move forward. He feels prepared. I'm telling you, he's going to try to fix things. This guy. High vibration. Whenever I ask about who I will marry, it comes out somebody from the past. Can the cards tell me who it is? No, because we have free will in this world. So somebody from your past can show up, and you can reject them. And then somebody different from your past can show up. Like, somebody from your past doesn't mean that it was an old flame or that it was an ex-lover. It can be anybody that you know from the past. Somebody that you worked with. Somebody that you went to elementary school with. The cards don't really predict a specific person. They may suggest an air sign or a water sign. What is happening? But, you know, when it comes to free will, we have the opportunity to change anything. We can change a course at any point because of free will. And when somebody from your past comes back, people always assume it's an old flame or an ex-lover. It doesn't have to be. It could be you lived next door to Tommy when you were 5 and you haven't seen him in 20 years, but then all of a sudden you run into him at the grocery store. He may be the last person that you think of, and he shows up. They're very mysterious the way that they speak, and it usually involves things play out the way you never would think that they play out. And there's usually a lot that goes on in between. You know, it's like sometimes when things look cut and dry, like right now you have a Cancer around you. So there could be a Cancer in your past that shows up that comes in with an offering of marriage at some point. But you may choose not to marry that person. And then 2 years from now, another Cancer may show up. Or somebody who's a Cancer rising. or somebody who's a Gemini born on the cusp of Cancer. Like, it's very bizarre the way the cards play out, and it doesn't really predict, for the most part, definites. So yeah, and in marriage, people always, women always want to know, no matter where they are in their relationship, they could meet somebody on Monday and they're like, what's coming next? Are we moving in together? That's just how women think. The cards don't predict things like that. I would say that you have a Cancer that's going to show up. It's going to be very significant. Or it could be the next person that enters your life. It's unfortunate. Well, it's hard when you're going through it because you don't always see things, but when you look back on it, you understand the way things played out. Sometimes somebody will show up and, you know, like Tom shows up and you may have like a quick connection, or there may be an interest, and then things go sideways and you don't see them for years and you have a reconnection with them at another point. And then that winds up being the person. I told a story recently about Avery's dad. If I can figure the timing, only because things for me tend to move very slowly. The woman that does my cards, when she saw him coming in, it was around the same time that I had an interest in one of the vendors that was working at the store. And these two guys are very similar types. So I could see them, you could confuse them because they're similar types, you know, like they're like tattooed, that, you know, they're very similar. So if I can, she just knocked over the cards, hang on. If I can get the timing of it, I stopped seeing Gary, I think it was 2012, like November of 2012, I think. It was either 2011 or 2012. And then the woman that does my cards had an accident, and it was the winter. So I wasn't going to her office, I was going to her house because we had a bad winter. The winter was bad, so she wanted to not take chances of walking on the ice. She wanted to stay at home. So I was going to her house instead of the office. And I'm going to say that it had to be the winter of 2013. Going into 2014. That was the timing. And we didn't know who it was that was showing up. I was thinking it was this vendor because that's where my interest was. And she said to me, and I'll never forget it, she said, somebody from your past is coming back who had to go out and have a life. They had to have another life, and then they come back to you, which led me to believe that it was somebody I'd been with before, because it was like, oh, somebody who I was with goes out, has a whole other life, and comes back to me. So I haven't had many boyfriends in my life at all. And I was like very limited in the people that I was thinking it could be. And I was like, all right, I don't know who she's talking about. And I was a little bit bummed that it wasn't going to be the vendor because he wasn't somebody from my past. So when I met Avery's dad, when I was first talking to him, I didn't know that I knew him until he told me his name. And I was like, oh, we went to high school together. And he was like, really? Yeah, I was like, yeah, I recognize your name. I didn't recognize his face. So that was somebody who came back from my past. Now, in a million years, I never would have guessed him, ever, because he just wasn't in my circle close enough. Like, I was never with him before. I probably never would have thought about him again until the day I would have died and never thought about that person. He just was not significant. But that's somebody from my past that came back and now is significant. You know what I mean? So it's the way things work out. Sometimes you just can't always put your finger on it. Yeah. And it can be very frustrating. Bless you, babes. Stephanie, he hasn't reached out today. This guy, he's going to. I mean, I think he's feeling a little bit like an asshole, which he should. Knight of Swords. He's going to reach out. You have luck around you. Use your intuition. Oh, you are not standing for any bullshit. You're cutting right through it. He may know that. He may be feeling that, and that's why he's putting off the phone call, because he's afraid. He doesn't know what to say to you, but you're going to win. You're going to win this one. I don't understand what his motives were for blocking you, and I don't understand why he's lying about it or whatever. None of it makes any sense, but you're going to get to the bottom of it. Ace of Swords, you figure it out. You're going to have him like by the throat. Good, because you know this is not right.
We need dramatically more testing. It is unacceptable we still don't have a national strategic plan to make sure testing is free.
Damini, will the Leo ever commit to commit? There's no communication. All right, is the Leo going to commit?
And a requirement that the administration submit a plan by May 24th. And when I say a plan, I don't mean a PR plan. I mean a plan with specific timelines and numeric goals, supply and funding.
Yeah, you could get commitment from the Leo. You could. It may take some time. I mean, the Page of Swords is in reverse, so he's not showing up anytime soon. But Three of Cups and the Ace of Cups, you could get what you want out of this situation. It just may take some time. The no communication thing, you know, it always seems like it's a big deal when you're living it. But at any moment, you know, think of it like that when it comes to communication. At any moment, somebody can reach out to you. These days, it doesn't matter where in the world you are. You got email, WhatsApp, snail mail, Facebook, all these social media platforms, YouTube. You don't have to wait anymore. You know, like there was a time, like when I was a kid, my grandparents lived in Florida. I couldn't call them because it was long distance and it cost a lot of money. We had to wait nights and weekends. I couldn't call my grandparents. Nowadays, we don't have that. So think of it like that. At any moment, this person can reach out to you, and it doesn't matter where in the world they are. They can reach out to you. And communication can pick up just like that. Cece. Reading for my friend, romantic reading on M and M. Okay, 2 M's. And when they reconcile in the romantic energy with them, specifically how he feels about her. Okay, let's see. When's reconciliation coming in around these guys? It could be sometime this summer, especially the month of August. He's feeling a little bit argumentative and betrayed by the situation, whatever has gone on, but it's not going to hold him back. He's not holding himself back. When he comes forward, he comes forward. They may have had like a disaster, a tower moment. That's moving into the past. By the time he comes back, he's feeling good about her. He's letting all the pain and the past regret move into the past. He comes in feeling very stable, very loving, concerned, like he wants to transform. He wants to transform the relationship. He puts in good effort, comes in with an offering of love. He's going to feel connected to her, attracted to her, and he's going to have a wish around the situation. So by the time that he returns, sometime this summer, he's going to want to put good effort in. Stephanie, how is he feeling about the situation? Is he avoiding me at work? Or let's see, is he avoiding me? No, he's not avoiding you. He may be busy. He's not trying to avoid you. Let's see how he's feeling. He's not going to hold himself back either. He's feeling regretful, but he's coming forward. It might not be right away. I thought it would be soon, but Knight of Swords in reverse and the Chariot in reverse, it may not happen as fast as I thought it was going to happen. But he's feeling regretful. He feels like an asshole. He should, because he pulled some kind of a stupid stunt and there was no reason for it. And now he knows that he's got to fix it. Miss Ronnie, I was told that because my gifts aren't strong enough, I'm not practicing daily. Is that true? I mean, I'm supposed to just start. No, I don't really believe that. I think that you move at your own pace. Like everyone's on their own journey, and I don't think there's right or wrong way to deal with. You know, um, you can you do it at your own leisure, really. Everybody's journey is different. I mean, for me, I started reading a really long time ago, and then I stopped for a while, and then I started again, and then it goes on what your schedule's like. Now I'm home, so I have time to do it, but when I'm working normally, I don't have as much time. I think it's okay. What you could do is you could put it out there that you want to do readings on random people. Ask the people in the chat if you're looking for people that you want to just practice with. And then have them email you a question or something like that, and if you just want the practice. I think too that you can also do other things when practicing intuition. Like if you my cell phone, the way I have it set up, text messages don't come through on the screen, because when I teach and it's in the room, I don't want it to light up. I would rather not, because especially if the room is dark and then all of a sudden the light comes on. So I have it set so I don't see the messages. I'll hear it, or I'll hear it vibrate. So I always, before I look at it, think about who it might be. I'm like, oh, that feels like so-and-so, and see if you're right. Practicing little things like that can really help. Or when the phone rings, before looking at the phone and seeing who it is, oh, that feels like, Joe, and then see if you're right, because you can kind of tune in on someone's frequency that way. And then you start, like, you'll feel like that's how Joe feels, or that's how Sue feels. You know what I mean? Like they'll start to feel differently to you. So that's a way to practice too, even if you're not reading on people. You can also read on yourself, which I hate to do. I don't ever do it, but pull a card in the morning, and see, oh, 7 of Cups, I'm going to have choices today. And by the end of the day, see if that was true for you. And I think that overall, there's just really no right or wrong when it comes to this kind of stuff. Stephanie, was T in shock that I found out he blocked me? How he felt? Okay. Yes, and he's got regret around this. He's not happy with himself for doing it. He's a little undecided about what he's going to do now, because he knows he's got to fix things. I mean, what the reason behind it was, and the cards are not showing that he was doing anything that deserved you to be blocked. So I don't understand why he did that, unless it was some kind of a bizarre way for him to feel like he was in control and had some kind of power. He feels like a shithead right now. And he was definitely shocked. He didn't think you were going to call him out on it. And now he doesn't know what to say. Jay Allen, what type of action should I take towards Grace? What is going on here with you? You're vocalizing, huh? Yeah, you're vocalizing. What kind of face is that? I think being steady. I think that's what she's looking for. Consistency. Calling consistently. It doesn't have to be every day, but a couple times a week. I think you should stay in contact with her. Hasti, the Pisces sun and I connected in an arranged marriage setup. It's going great. He's also connected with RM, again, an arranged setup. He says it's going well with her too. So me and RM, who's he likely to marry? Okay, let's see. What are the chances A, the Pisces marries RM? Let's ask that one first. I'm only getting 33% for RM, so let's see what the chances are with you. It's higher with you. You got 70%. I think that chances are higher with you. Allison. Yesterday you said 6 months things may be unraveling between them and someone is going to get backstabbed. What is it about and who's going to feel backstabbed? Neither one of them comes out of this unscathed. They both do things to one another. Neither one is 100% innocent. There's going to be a decision. There's going to be decisions around them a couple of times where they're feeling like they should end it and they don't. They've got the Two of Swords here in reverse. It looks like neither one of them here is innocent, and they both can be very difficult to deal with. I think AT may feel more backstabbed than the other one, but they both come out of it hurt. Like they both have very sharp sides to them, both of them. I think AT may be more hurt. 62 days later, we are now in phase 1 clinical trial. Fully enrolled. Allison, is AT the Pisces going to try to get back with me to spite chaos or because she never stopped loving me? Okay. It's going to be both. And then there's also indecision here. So this situation can get very messy. Just be aware of that. There's a lot of indecision. There's a lot of deceit. There's a lot of like drama around this whole situation. It's going to be both. I mean, she still cares for you. There's no doubt about that. But she's also going to try to get back at chaos. There's also a lot of volatility here. All three of you may be fighting at one point. I would be careful with this. There's a lot of fire here. New chapter. Why didn't George come by and see me last night? Was he really busy at work? Okay, let's see. Was he really busy at work? Lady.
Good morning, Chairman Alexander, and Ranking Member Murray, and members of the committee. Our nation is confronting the most serious public health crisis in more than a century.
Yeah, he was definitely busy at work.
Powerful tools to fight this epidemic.
And he had every intention of coming by to see you. Definitely.
Identification, isolation, and contact tracing, combined with important mitigation strategies, include social distancing, frequent hand washing, and face covering.
NXB.
These public health tools have and will continue to slow the spread of COVID-19.
Baby wood chair. Will I ever be able to practice witchcraft successfully? I really want to learn. I want to know if I will have a successful path here. I'm learning tarot as well. I don't see why not. Just stick with it.
In building core capabilities, particularly workforce, laboratory, and data analytics. Technologists are conducting some studies for COVID-19 and as well as some left-wing health system surveillance. Community mitigation teams are providing
Yeah.
guidance on
Just keep doing it. Practice, practice, practice. Practice makes perfect. You're on the right path.
testing to better define the extent of risk.
I mean, for me, oh, Nikki, if you're new here, send me your question with green hearts. I always feel like practice and focus, take notice of what your intentions are when you're doing something. I always feel, and this may be me being naive, that good overpowers evil. Always. So I always try to focus on the bright side of whatever the situation is. But I think that you're doing good. And keep practicing with tarot.
I want to spend a moment to focus on several key elements. First, testing.
Queen, what's my life's purpose? I don't know. We have lots of purposes. We come into this life with a lot of things that we need to do. Some of us, it's more career related. Sometimes it's more family related. But we have more than one purpose. It looks like you have a lot of business around you. That you have something through business that benefits people. Or you also have spiritual practice. So there's a lot, you know, like we're multifaceted people. We've got a lot of things to do when we're here. And I think it changes. There was a time in my life where I really thought I was going to be a CPA. That didn't last very long. I definitely didn't mean to do that. That's not my life's purpose, but it was part of it and it was part of the road. So you have a lot here. You have a business thing. You have a spiritual part. You also have, the devil is here. So there may be either some type of an addiction or you may be helping people that have some type of an addiction. The devil can be anything that's earthly, too much of it. Too much shopping, too much exercising, too much eating, whatever it is. You may have something like that in you that you help with other people. Some kind of overcoming some sort of a demon, and that would be part of your life's purpose. But we have a lot. We don't just come here for one thing. We come here to do a lot of things, and things change as we go through our journey. We're definitely not the same people we were 5 years ago, and we won't be the same people we are now in 5 years. We'll continue to grow and follow along a path, stumbling and screwing things up along the way, but that's how you learn. So I think for you, you have a lot going on around business that's important. You also have something with a demon of some type, whether it's a straight up drug or alcohol thing, or it could be something different. It could be people with eating disorders or people that have trouble losing weight. Whatever it is, it's like something that there's too much of and needing to find balance that can help other people. And also a spiritual path, doing something spiritually, yoga, meditation, something that you can connect with others.
Science and data continue with technical expertise in public service to be the backbone of CDC's contributions to the U.S. response. I extend this year's gratitude to the healthcare workers in the front lines, as well as their family, and the essential emergency personnel, as well as the American people, to say thank you for adhering to the stay-at-home guidelines.
Ashley, may I have a general reading? Love reading, yes. What is happening here? You're very feisty today. Did you sleep good last night? Okay, you are going to be very happy coming up. All 10 cups are full. You also have a large sum of money coming in. If you're not with anyone right now, you have a couple of players. There's a Cancer coming in. There's also an air sign, a Libra, Aquarius, or a Gemini. You may be undecided on who you like better or who you want to be with. Two of Swords. Keep them both around until you're sure, but you're going to have some options. If you are with somebody now, The Chariot, which is the Cancer card, would mean that your current relationship is moving forward and at a nice pace. And 10 of Cups, there's happiness around it. Nikki, I want to know what are Lorenzo's intentions. Okay, let's see what's going on here with Lorenzo. Well, he's feeling a little bit more financially stable. He's also feeling a little bit more balanced in himself, and he's going to be coming forward more, Hangman in reverse. So he may want to spend more time with you. He may be looking out of the blue. The Fool is like fun, carefree, spontaneity, a new beginning, a new journey, starting a new journey. So things could be moving forward or starting with him. You have good luck around you and him. Feeling like you made it to the top of the mountain. If you feel like you've gotten nowhere with him recently, things are going to change. I think his intentions are to move things forward a bit. New chapter. What can I expect from George next? What's going on with George? What do you think? Let's look. Can you shuffle these? Can you not put hair in your mouth? Let's shuffle these, okay? All right, ready? We're going to cut them? Yep. Let's see. You're going to be feeling a lot less worried. Worry moves into the past. You have a wish around your situation with him and something to celebrate. You may be spending a lot of time with him coming up in the near future. Starbright, what's coming in with love with me in the Sag? Okay. Love with me in the Sag. He's been thinking about things a lot. And if things have been in a slowdown, Chariot in reverse, there may be a little indecision around the situation. Moving forward, you have success coming in. So you may have gone through recently a slow time, or you may still be in the slow time, but that's going to change. Success comes in, and the relationship should be a little bit more grounded. Look out for a little argument around the situation, but Hangman in reverse, things move forward quickly. So if you've kind of been in a standstill or kind of stuck in the mud, that's going to change. Hey, baby. Do you want to go in your little jumper? You got some energy. Let's put you in this jumper. You can bounce up and down, get some of the energy out. Well, there you go. No, you got to put your foot in the thing. There you go. Go ahead. Jump up and down a little bit. And then maybe you take a nap. Go ahead, jump up and down. Up and down. Go ahead. There you go. Cece. How is Jay feeling about me today romantically? Timeline for him telling me how he feels. When this relationship will evolve into a relationship. All right, how's he feeling? Let's see how he's feeling today. First card that comes up, Lovers. He's feeling good and connected to you today. Happy home is here. He's holding himself back. He's not ready to talk about his feelings. But anxiety around the situation is starting to move into the past. And you guys could be embarking on a new journey. Things could start to move forward. You have good luck around the situation too. He's feeling a little unbalanced. I wouldn't expect him coming out and telling you how he feels anytime soon, but I think the situation will move forward on its own without having to have a talk right now. The timeline can be at the beginning of the summer. As we go from spring into summer, you should see a big difference in him. Hasti, it's been a month since Abe the Pisces and I connected. Haven't met because we live in different cities. What's his overall thoughts and feelings about me? Okay. He's undecided, a little undecided. He does feel like you guys have a great connection. He thinks that you're attractive. He thinks that you're kind. He actually may even feel like things are a little bit meant to be with you, but he's undecided. He's like, I don't know so much that he's undecided about you, or he's undecided, or he doesn't feel like him himself is ready to settle down. He comes off like he's a little bit Eight of Pentacles in reverse, not such a hard worker, or he's a little bit lackadaisical at this point, and he's not real perseverant. But he feels good about you. The Judgment card would be almost like he feels like it's meant to be with you and him. But his indecision comes from himself, like not knowing if he's ready to commit, if he wants to commit, or if he's ready to take such a big step in his life.
We've worked closely with laboratories, manufacturers, academia, product developers, our federal partners.
Jay Allen, why does Grace feel sad when I skip days chatting?
For example, by making hand sanitizer, personal protective equipment, and ventilators. Every decision we have made.
Well, because she likes you. And she feels like it kind of throws her a little bit off balance, or she feels unlucky. She's not holding herself back. She may start reaching out to you more, or she may tell you, you know that she doesn't like that. She likes you, so she wants to be in contact. You know, it's funny because it seems like women always want to be in contact. You know, like I had somebody text me once or send me an email, and she was like, I want you to cast a spell so that he calls me, texts me, and FaceTimes me every day. And I was like, really? I was like, wait, I can't do that. First of all, I can't do that. I can't make somebody do that. But that's a lot to ask from someone. Imagine if somebody were to say that to you. I just need you to call me, text me, and FaceTime me every day. Every day. That's what I need. That's why you're not getting it, because you can't need something like that. When you need something, you build resistance and it moves away. She also wanted me to get rid of every woman that was around him, so she was on a whole other level. But women like to be in contact. They do. It's like a security thing. You know, it's just like how women want to be married. They're always, when am I getting married? When am I getting married? When am I getting married? Marriage is just what it is. It's just marriage. It's just a legal thing. It doesn't make somebody love you more. It doesn't make somebody really be committed to you. If somebody's committed to you, they're committed to you whether you're married or not. You don't have to stand in front of a priest and swear to it. But for some reason, it's a security thing. So that's why she wants to be in contact with you. She feels more secure, like you're not going anywhere. It's, to me, marriage is a false sense of security. It's hard to get out of because it's a legal thing, but that doesn't equal love, you know? It doesn't equal love if somebody texts you 10 times a day versus 3 times a day. But for some reason, it makes women feel secure, for the most part, because that's what they want. They want that constant contact.
Vaccine developers, manufacturers, and experts across the globe. We intend to use our regulatory flexibility.
Moon, what do I need to know about the Taurus? The Taurus right now is feeling very burdened. They may be going through something in their personal life, or they may have like a big burden around them as far as whatever money is concerned or something like that. Something's weighing on them. They're very intuitive. They don't always feel so prepared. And they do feel like they have a lot of choices around them. They're feeling a little out of balance right now. Queen, what's the energy around my coworkers for me? Overall, it's good. It's respect and love. But when reading a group of people, you can only really read the strongest energies. You can't take a group of people and think that everyone's going to feel the same, because it just doesn't work like that. So it's hard to read workers or family or friends, because somebody will always feel differently. And I always use the example of yoga. 30 people in it, and 38 people will come out and they'll be like, that was the best class ever, oh my god, you're the best teacher, I just love that, blah blah blah. And then 2 people come out and hate it. You just can't please them all. So what would the energy be of that? overall it would be very positive. But for some reason, there are two people that, for whatever the reason is, sometimes people just don't like you, and there's nothing you can do about that. Those people, I don't want them to come to my class because I'm not going to make them happy anyway. So overall, you have a good energy around you. There is always going to be somebody that's going to be a little off or not at the same level. You know, there's always someone who's got something to say, always. So, but overall, it's pretty good.
We are guided by science and data, and we won't let up until we facilitate the development of products that our nation needs to develop.
Stephanie, how does T think that I'm feeling or thinking about him? He thinks that you're hurt. He does think that you're hurt. He also thinks that you have to feel like you have to make a decision, and he thinks that you're pulling away. He also thinks that you're thinking that he's unbalanced, unreliable. He's feeling like, he feels like an ass, and he thinks you're looking at him like he's an ass, and he is. I mean, things were going really well. There was no reason to pull that kind of a stunt. There was no reason for it. You know, it's sometimes I feel like guys, they purposely do stupid shit like this because it makes them feel like they're in control or like they're bad. Oh, I'm a badass. You're a moron. You know, like that might have been intriguing at 17, but it, you know, that's not, doesn't hold true anymore. Because I've heard that a lot. Like I've heard, you know, oh, you know, I'm always in some kind of trouble. Like you're an idiot. Like, what do you think? We like that? We don't like that. You're a moron. Yeah. So he pretty much thinks that you think he's an asshole. I think he's trying to figure out how he can dig himself out of it, because what is he going to say? You know, like I don't know. Sometimes guys just do really stupid shit. Really stupid shit. Allison, will I get the chance to walk away from AT or decline her romantic invitation, or will she walk away from me first? She's a narcissist and a manipulator. My loved ones are afraid of her manipulating me again. Somebody who is truly narcissistic, the only thing that you can do to beat them is to ignore them. So that's what you have to do. You have to, if this person, narcissist people are dangerous because they don't feel empathy. So they will stop at nothing because they don't feel bad. People that are very empathetic feel bad. Like, I can be standing in front of somebody who I really hate and I still won't be mean to them because I feel bad. I mean, you know, look, there are times where people in the thing will say that they made a PayPal donation and they didn't. And sometimes I'm like, well, you know what? I'm not going to fucking answer this person because I know that they didn't. You know, like next time, like I'll be like, this person scammed. Not that they scammed me for the $2. You know, $2, okay, I can live without it. But it's like they put themselves ahead of people that really paid for it. So that really pisses me off, right? Because it's like, why should you cut the line when these people are paying and or somebody is waiting because they can't or they don't have the money or they don't, you know, like why should you? Because you lied, and it makes me really mad. But then on the next time, like I'll feel bad for that person, and I'll be like, yeah, but I feel bad, so I'm just gonna do it. You know what I mean? So it's like people that are narcissistic, like they don't care. They don't feel bad. They don't have any empathy. My suggestion to you is to stay far away from this person if you really think that she's narcissistic. Ignore her and stay far away from her because you're not going to win. You're not going to win. What is rejecting her going to do? She doesn't feel pain. She doesn't care. She doesn't truly love anyone. The narcissistic person only loves themselves. So you can't win. Rejecting her is not going to hurt her. What would hurt her is if she doesn't get what she wants because she's got another agenda. So my suggestion is if she really has this problem, stay away from her because you can't win. You can't win. The only way to cut them down is to ignore them. They don't like to be ignored. So if she reaches out to you, don't answer her. That's the only way that you're going to get back at her. And there are Dr. Carter. I tell people this all the time. Watch his videos. They all say the same thing. The only way to beat a narcissist is to ignore them. They don't want to be ignored. The more you ignore them, the more it gets to them. People that are controlling and manipulating, you have to be careful of. There's no reason to control somebody. If somebody loves you, they don't need to be controlled. You don't need to control them. They want to be there. They want to be with you. You know what I mean? So you got to be careful. When you start seeing signs of control, that's a big red flag. Anna, I dreamt that he came to visit me, and we were sitting at the park. I woke up. What's Jay's thoughts of our connection? Is he thinking to get past his fears and call me soon? He's growing. He's growing and transforming. He is thinking about it. Hosti, when we and our families, the Pisces and mine meet, what will happen? Will this connection materialize into marriage? Okay, let's see.
Clearly also developing aggressive programs for wellness education, making sure people understand
I'm not feeling marriage right now. You only got a 33% chance as of right now. I don't think he's ready. I think that that's what it keeps coming back to. I don't know how long he can prolong it for. I think his parents want him to get married, but he's not ready. He's in slow mode. He's not. It doesn't look like he's hung up on anybody else. It doesn't look like, it just looks like he's not ready to make that kind of a commitment. It may take some time. Cece. General love for the next couple of months. Will I have to choose between J and M? Okay. Well, I have to choose between J and M. I don't see you having to make a choice right now, no. It looks like you have strength around you, and you're going to have the sun come out over your love life, happiness, and you have justice, and things start to move forward nicely for you, but I don't see you needing to make a choice. It does look like you may have some anxiety around the situation. Use your intuition. I don't see a choice, not yet. Miss Ronnie, update on finances. You got the sun coming out around your finances. You also have the Empress here, which is excellent. Prosperity and abundance. Feeling stable. Whatever job it is that you do, however you earn your money, feeling very grounded and safe there with this card. Success around money. You may even be focused on a new project. Use your intuition. Money looks like it should be good for you over the next couple of months, right through the end of the year. Mary Elena, why didn't hubby ask or come for the kids this morning? He's got choices around him. He chose to do something else. He's feeling lucky. And he chose to do something else. I don't think it was work. I don't think he was working this morning. He was busy with something else. He chose to do something else. Yeah, he wasn't up for it. He chose to do something else, and it wasn't work. It doesn't show that work was around him this morning. Denise, will Dee text me back tonight?
which was about testing.
Ashley, how did Joe feel after our phone conversation? Passion comes up. Lucky, but a little bit argumentative. There may be some passion around you guys. Boss. Why does T start acting different? Did someone tell him a lie about me? All right, let's see. Somebody did tell him a lie about you. 70% chance yes, and it could have been a Taurus. There's a Taurus involved in this situation. But the truth is going to come out. Don't worry about it. Truth is going to come out. There's transformation around the situation, and there's also you laying down the law, not putting up with any bullshit. The truth will prevail here in this situation. TD, anything positive coming my way this month? Yep, you're going to have choices. You've got strength around you, feeling a lot less burdened. Feeling like you're starting on a personal transformation. And you may even be planning a trip to, by, or near water. Kira, how will work be this week? It should be pretty good. Stable. 4 of Pentacles. 10 of Pentacles. There should be large money around you, or a lot of money coming in. Work should be good this week. All right, I have to run to the bathroom, and I'm going to fill up my coffee cup. I'll be right back. You having fun in there, baby? Bouncing up and down? You playing? Bouncing up and down? Yeah? You're silly. You're silly. Silly. Anna, what will be the love language with the Pisces J? Will the love spell work for us soon? What will be the love language? I'm not sure what you mean by that. Love spells usually work within 3 months. Let's see. Yes, it is working. I'm not sure what you mean about love language. So if you could clear that up, send it with purple hearts. Kira, how will the CMH audit go at work? Oh my God, I hate audits. Oh, damn. The auditors that used to come to our place, and the one guy, he was like a really young, like a geeky guy, and he was so annoying. He harped on everything. Oh my God. All right, let's see, how will the audit go? So annoying. Oh God. It's going to take a lot of hard work, or you're going to be putting in a lot of effort, a lot of work. You're prepared to do so, and it goes really well. The sun comes out. And once it's done, like always, you feel relief. Oh my God, I hated that. Oh man. I think you do fine though. Araceli, why doesn't Ahmed reply to my messages, but looks at my story? He is in slow down. He's slow and stuck. He wants to know what's going on, but he's undecided about how to move forward. Eight of Wands is in reverse, which things are moving slow for him or even backwards. He also has some kind of a demon around him. I wouldn't reach out to him for a while. I would give it some time. Kira, how does Leroy feel about me? He feels that you are loving, kind, strong. There's a celebration around this situation, which would mean he feels good, feels happy, feels lucky again. He thinks that you're attractive, beautiful, that you guys have a nice connection. There's a lot of love around the two of you. Yeah, he really cares deeply for you. Sometimes I think he feels like you could be argumentative, but overall, I think he thinks that you guys have a nice connection. He appreciates what you have. Anna, is Jay strategizing how to restore my trust in him? Yeah, you got two aces and you have the 2 of cups. Yeah, he thinks about it, definitely. Or it may not be so much he's strategizing, but he knows he needs to gain your trust back. That may be something that runs through his mind quite often. Queen. What do my spirit guides want me to know? Spirit guides. Renewal. Archangel Jeremiel. Review and evaluate. A favorable assessment of the facts. Time to move in a new direction. 4 of Fire. Contentment, peace, and abundance. A happy home life. Successful completion of a project. 9 of Air. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies and sleepless nights. Be careful. Be careful with the 9 of Air that you don't put out negativity and then get negativity back. Beautiful Aries. Does my mom have a fear of me moving with my boyfriend, or does she genuinely just doesn't like him? Okay. She doesn't like him. She doesn't like him, and she would be very regretful. Yeah, if she either didn't express her feelings or tell you how she felt. So, yeah, she doesn't like him. Susie, he asked me not to end it, but I'm confused. Well, you know what? It's your choice. Use your intuition. You have the High Priestess here. You have not holding yourself back, and you're feeling a lot less burdened by the situation. But you have to think about whether or not he's the kind of person you want to keep in your life. It's going to be up to you. You know what he's capable of. You know the shit that he pulls. Do you want to continue down this road? That's for you to decide. The choice will be yours. Give it a little bit more time if you're confused. But this guy's been a real, it's been a real road with him so far, so keep that in mind. I don't know. I don't know how many more chances you want to give him. That's the thing. When you get to the point where you've had enough, you'll end it. I don't know. It's your choice. You got to make the decision. Anna, do both my deceased mom and dad approve of my love for Jay, or do they wish me to marry again and marry him? I don't know. I mean, that would be more of a question for a medium, I think. I don't think, I mean, I think that like deceased people want us to be happy, but I don't think that they pick and choose who we're to be with. You know, I think that once they get over on the other side, they're a little bit more lenient than they were here. Let's see. Do they wish me to marry again and marry him? I think that they want you to get married again. I don't think that they necessarily think it has to be him. Anna, is my son Mickey experiencing anxiety because of COVID-19, or is he just moody? He said Sunday that he wanted to be alone. Why is that? He may have a little anxiety about the virus. Yeah, let's see. Why did he want to be alone? He may have had a little mini tower moment around him. Towers in reverse, not the biggest deal, but it may be something that could have knocked him a little bit off balance. He may feel like his life is sort of in a standstill, or he's kind of stuck. Feeling out of balance, Two of Pentacles in reverse. He also may feel with Death in reverse that he's not transforming, or he's not moving forward fast enough. Yeah, and if he suffers from anxiety, this virus could be bringing that out, definitely. Anna, what is my spiritual forecast for the new year? Will my finances and love life do a 360? Okay, let's see. You have choices around you. You have plenty of choices coming in when it comes to love and when it comes to money. You have love. The love cup here is full. You have the sun coming out across over your life. I can't say that things are going to do a 360, but things do seem to be improving slow and steady, feeling more balanced, feeling more grounded when it comes to work or finances move forward nicely. Love may be a little bit slower. I think the financial thing happens first, or you feel like that's moving forward first. You have a lot of choices when it comes to love too, but it doesn't look like that moves forward as fast. She fell asleep standing up in the thing. If I move her, she's going to wake up. Daniela, will I travel anywhere in June or July? I think you will. I think you will. There also looks like there's a lot of hard work around you. 8 of Pentacles. You could be studying or taking a new course or something of that nature. Shelley, when will my finances get better and what's blocking? When will the finances get better? This summer, possibly July. Money blocks. A lot of people have them. I think that the biggest problem for most people that have issues with money is believing that they deserve it or feeling like they're worth it. So I can use myself as an example, because I, for a long time, felt like that. And this goes, I don't know if it has to do with the way we grow up, but I remember like being young and wanting, I remember a big fight that I had with my mother over some sweater I wanted. And it was $50. I remember that it was $50. And she was like, I'm not buying it. I think I was like 13. A 13-year-old, a $50 sweater, it's ridiculous, and on and on and on. And I think what happens is we start at a young age feeling like we don't deserve it. So somehow not wanting to spend $50 on me made me feel like I didn't deserve either nice things or people to spend money on me. And it was so ingrained in me. Now, maybe that's the way I reacted to it. Maybe if she had had this argument with a different child, that kid wouldn't have felt the same way. But from that point on, I always remember feeling like things were too expensive or I didn't want people. I feel very uncomfortable when people give me gifts. I don't like that. Like, it makes me feel very uncomfortable. I don't like people giving me money. And it has to do with self-worth. So that was like 13, 14. By the time I got into high school and I was working, my friends were working, a lot of my friends worked at jobs that paid more. And I felt like, well, they deserved it. I don't know what made me feel. I mean, high school kids, why one kid deserves to be paid more than another, I don't know. Moving into my 20s, I felt the same way. I had friends that would work. Like, I had one friend who worked at a temp agency, and she made several dollars an hour more than me when I was working at A&P. And I've always felt like, yeah, but she deserves it. You know, she's smarter than me. Or, you know, it comes back to self-worth. So not realizing that through the course of my life, I really built a lot of resistance around myself when it came to abundance and prosperity, because I felt like I didn't deserve it. And then what happens is you put that out into the universe, and then you're presented with situations that will reinforce that. The last raise I got at my full-time job, I'm not even kidding you, it was 17 cents. 17 cents was my raise. I worked there for 14 years. That's what I was worth to them, 17 cents. I got more part-time working at A&P a year than my full-time job gave me. And they would say things to me like, well, we can't give you more money for doing the same job this year that you did last year. But doesn't my loyalty, doesn't that count for anything? 17 cents. So anyway, building up all these layers of I don't deserve it, I don't deserve it, I don't deserve it. And that's what I got a lot of, not being deserving and not getting it. And that reinforced how I already felt about myself. So starting to break down those blocks is starting to see abundance in everything. And it doesn't have to just do with money. It has to do with everything. I am abundant. I am full. I have everything I need. And then starting to be open to the possibilities. Just being open to possibilities is really helpful. Open to the possibility that somebody may want to hire me at a very high rate. Somebody may want to hire me at, give me a job that pays very well. It's possible, being open to that. But I even do it today, because my readings, what I charge for my readings are like less than half of what people charge for them. But that's what I'm comfortable with. So that's why I do it. I'm not comfortable with asking, $80 a question or $80 for 10 minutes or whatever it is. So I have to be aligned with what I'm comfortable with. And I want to be available for people that either don't have it or don't want to spend it. And at the same time, still be able to support myself. So I just try to be open to, okay, so I'm not really comfortable with charging $80 a minute or whatever it is, but I'm open and comfortable to having a lot of people that maybe only have a couple of dollars, that kind of thing. So just being open to it. That was a big long-winded thing, but I feel like a lot of people really suffer from that when it comes to money. Building blocks of, I'm not worthy, I'm never going to get there, I'm always going to be in debt. And I felt that before. And I've struggled my entire life with making ends meet. So I totally get it. But being open to that this world is abundant and that I can make it and I am worth it and there is enough for everybody. Like, that's the thing, I think. That helps a lot, is there's enough for everyone. Focusing on that. We all can have prosperity. We all can be loved. We all can be wanted. We all can be beautiful. We all can be desired. It's not just for one person. It's for all of us. And then we're stronger when we're supportive of each other and we work together. Anyway. Anna, will we bond better before the separation? Okay, will we bond better? Okay. Well, you know what? It's a couple of things. Once somebody has broken trust, it's very hard to get that back. Somewhere underneath, there's always the question of, will it happen again? So I think it's going to take a long time to rebuild. I don't think that he snaps his fingers and things fall into place, because how could they? You know, somebody just disappeared for a year. You got to come back and rebuild it. And it's going to take time. It's going to take a lot of time, because it's always going to be in the back of your mind that he's capable of doing that again. So I think you got a road ahead of you when this guy comes back. Honey, is my ex a water sign and narcissist? Okay, let's see. 70% chance, yes. So signs. Does he think everybody loves him? Does he think every woman is after him? Is everybody his best friend? Is he the smartest guy in the room? Does he have the highest paying job? That's narcissism. Is he controlling? He's got to know where you are. He's got to know your passwords on your phone. He's got to be into everything. That's narcissism. You'll spot it. But like, there's different degrees. Like, there are people, look, we're humans. We're all selfish. If we weren't selfish, wouldn't be able to survive. But somebody that takes it to the next level, does he try to get in between your relationships and get rid of people he doesn't like or that don't like him? That's narcissism. Someone that's got to be in control of everything that everybody does. The ringleader. That's the kind of thing. Overly controlling people usually suffer from narcissism. There's different degrees of it. They think that they're going to control the world. You know, they're their world. You know, you can't do this and you can't go there. And they can be very manipulating. They can get in between family members and cause, you know, big problems. Jay, does Grace see me as a love interest or a friend? I think she sees you more as a love interest. Shelly, who is spying on me and why? There may be a Taurus. You know, the spying thing, I gotta say, with social media, people are nosy. So that's why. They just want to know what's going on. It doesn't do anything for them. They're just nosy. And I don't spy on people. I don't really give a shit what goes on in people's lives. If it doesn't affect me, why would I care? But I've found for myself that, like, I have looked at other people's pages. So this is the day of social media where everybody is stalking everyone because they're fucking nosy. That's why. And a lot of times, I could go off on social media forever, but it's like people that are unhappy in their own lives are looking for what's going on in somebody else's. Because why would you care? You know, like, I don't care if the guy next door buys a new car. I don't give a shit if he's cheating on his wife. I don't care if he's got $1 million in the bank. It doesn't affect me. I don't give a shit. But I know plenty of people. I know people that research shit that you would make you, like, fall over. You know, how many mortgages you have on your house and how many times you've been married, and they got to know how many liens you have. Well, who cares? But people, there are nosy people and they just want to know. So yeah, you've got stalkers, but so does everyone. And a lot of times they're people that you would never think of. You know, like, social media is the devil. You know, like, I have more people on social media that I don't even know who the fuck they are. than that are close to me. And I've had people like that I don't even talk to in person. I haven't spoken to in years. And if I saw them in the mall, I would go in the other direction. They want to be my friend. What do you want to be my friend for? You don't like me. Oh my goodness. Let me see where I am at. I know people are, it's just, it can be very bizarre. Wait a minute, hang on. Where am I? I lost my spot. Beautiful Aries. Will my mom eventually like or accept my boyfriend? Okay. That's going to be a long road. I don't think that she likes him. I just don't think she likes him. Yeah. I think she thinks he's bad news. TT, should I move out of Mimi's house by next month? I'm only getting a 33% chance that you should move by next month. You may want to hold off. If you hold off a little bit, oh, somebody donated through PayPal. All right, I'll go back and look. If you hold off, you may be able to find something either better or cheaper or something like that. Who am I looking for now? Alpha Omega. Hang on. Oh, there it is. What are Rebecca's current feelings and intentions towards me? She's very intuitive. She's got strong intuition. You guys may have an intuitive link that you can feel what she's feeling or hear what she's thinking, kind of a thing. She's going to be pursuing you a little bit more coming forward. Sun comes out around the relationship between you and her, and it's feeling a little bit more balanced moving into the future. A love offering comes in. She may be holding herself back a little bit right now, but it's not going to last for too much longer. Feeling much more balanced. You got balance coming in. I think she's going to be pursuing you. She's going to have some interest, and I think that you guys have a nice intuitive connection. Susie, if I give him another chance, will he at least try? %33% chance that he tries. Beautiful Aries. Will me and G be long-term or is he marriage in the future? Will me and G be long-term? %70% chance long-term, but I don't see marriage at this point. That may be a long time off. If it's not looking promising for marriage. Queen. What more can I do to help my sister get through her issues? I feel like I can't quite get through to her. I wonder if that's the devil that's around you. The devil that was showed up before. What can I get through to my sister? Stay away from arguing. She's embarking on a transformation herself. Come with love and kindness. I don't know how you normally interact with her, But fighting or trying to be persistent isn't going to work. Coming from love and understanding brings in quick, things start to move quickly. She's already starting to change and evolve with the death card. So she's already going to start that. And the Fool is here. Being lighthearted, carefree. It's also embarking on a new journey. So there may be a new spiritual practice or something that you may get involved with her that may help. Meditation, yoga, something like that. Chanting sounds really weird, and if you've never done it before, for the first 5 minutes you might feel like an idiot, but once you kind of get into it, if you go to like a kirtan chanting, it's a lot of fun and it can get really intense. I think that talking less about her issues and trying to engage a little bit more in some kind of a practice may be more successful. Sometimes people don't really respond to words, or they feel like they've heard it all and they feel like they know better. But if you kind of take them out of themselves, the Fool could be a new journey, and it could be like doing something that she's never done before may open up her eyes to a different path. You know what I mean? It's like, if you're feeling negative and you go and you listen to like a motivational speaker, it can kind of put you like in the right place at the right time and make you see things differently. So I think maybe doing less talking, but doing a different action. And I don't know, spirituality comes up around it. So I don't know. I don't know why chanting comes up. A lot of people are just not up for that, but it can be intense, but it may also bring her around a different kind of people, you know, and she may open the door in a different way. And a lot of times you don't realize it's happening until it's already happened. That would be my suggestion. But with lockdown, well, you know what? There's a lot of group things that are done through Zoom, group meditations, yoga classes. There's no reason why you can't chant on Zoom if somebody wanted to do a chanting group, or singing bowls, that kind of like music therapy, sound baths. I would look for something like that because it's less talking. Sometimes people don't respond to words. They tune it all out. Lalia land. I don't see the question yet. Let me do Julie and then I'll pick up Lalia. How is Don and the girlfriend's relationship doing into next week for them? All right, let's see. Oh, they're at a slowdown, Chariot in reverse, and somebody here is not putting in a lot of effort. They even may be having an argument. Their relationship is at a slowdown, standstill from now into next week. I don't want to miss. Lalia land. All right, let me do Miss Anna. Is Jay jealous of who I am or jealous of another living me, right? Since he won't, or he's overly protective but don't act as he should of protecting my heart. Why is that? I don't think he's jealous of you. I do think that he does worry sometimes that somebody else could come along, but he doesn't really believe it. He kind of feels like you're waiting for him. That's the way it feels, like you're waiting for him. And I think he knows that. And that's why he's kind of taking his time. He doesn't really feel under the gun. He's not being overly protective, no. He kind of feels like he has you where he wants you and he can do whatever he wants. My suggestion would be, and I always say this, is to keep other guys around you and keep talking to them. The more energy you have around you, the better off you're going to be. Because he feels like he takes for granted that you're there. and he doesn't feel like he's in danger of losing you. The thought crosses his mind, but it doesn't bring up enough fear in him. He's not afraid enough that he's going to do something about it, or he doesn't do enough about it. He lets too much time go by. This is unacceptable of him. He's got to come. He's got to step forward. I don't know what's happening here. I think that this stopped loading. Let me see if I can refresh it. 11:28. What time is it? It's 11:35. All right, let me go up on this one. All right, let's cut off the super chats because I'm starting to get lightheaded. I have to eat. And the moderators can post. I just want to make sure I didn't skip anyone. I don't understand why this. All right, I'm just going to use this one here. TT. Should I trust my living circumstances with Mimi? No, I'm only getting a 33% chance that it's trustworthy. It looks like you may be holding yourself back. I would give it, I would try to get out there eventually. I would say before the end of the summer. And even if the cards didn't say 33% chance, just the fact that you asked the question makes me think you don't trust it. And I would always tell you to go with your intuition. If something doesn't feel right to you, it's like 99% of the chance that you're right. 99% of the time you're going to be right. Oh, we got a lot of new people today. Welcome. Antonella. Will I see and get back with my ex, the Virgo? I'm a Cancer. Okay. Oh, greetings from where? I want to know where. Croatia. Nice. Okay. Will I get back with my ex? You will. Yeah. It could even be this month. If it's not this month, it's going to be sometime this summer. And welcome to the channel. Antonella. I like that. I like that name. Aracelli. General for the next 3 months. You got strength coming up around you. You also have a lot of choices. You may be feeling stable when it comes to a work relationship and may give you something to celebrate. Feeling like you have good karma on your side. Somebody from your past returns. Feels like it's been guided by the divine with the Judgment card. It could be an Aries that's returning and you're laying down the law. You're just setting up boundaries in your life, laying down the law and not putting up with any bullshit. Good for you. I like when the Ace of Swords shows up. Cut through the bullshit. There was Lalia. I haven't seen the question. Can you send it with purple hearts so I don't miss it? Shelly, general for the next 4 months. You've got a wish that comes true in the next 4 months and you have choices to make. Finally feeling like all the hard work you put out into the universe is starting to pay off. Feeling like the world is at your feet. Feeling much more respected, well respected, and you have victory coming in around a job or a money relationship. Feeling balanced. Money is starting to flow to you better over the next 4 months. You got money coming in here. Yeah, you got prosperity coming in. I think that some of those blocks start to break down over the next 4 months. High vibration. Love for the next 7 days. Oh, you woke up, baby? You fell asleep sitting there like that with your face on the thing. You woke up? Yeah, woke up. Good morning. In the next 7 days, you may be feeling like you don't have any choices, and you may be feeling a little bit unsuccessful and weak when it comes to love. But things move forward after the next 7 days. And then you may be speaking to that. Was it you that was talking to the Pisces? There's a Pisces here. And you may be feeling more balanced next week. All right, baby, I'm coming. Tessa, another newbie? General, any money coming in? All right, let's have a look. Hey, lady, what's happening over there? You've got good luck coming in, good fortune coming in, and financial stability. You have a wish, put it out into the universe. There's going to be choices around money. Money or jobs. Feeling well respected. The Empress. The Empress brings in love, money, abundance, and prosperity. Be careful with the Empress if you don't want children. But otherwise, yeah, there's money coming in. You may, 10 of Pentacles. Somebody could give you a large sum of money with the 10 of Pentacles, or you could win a large sum of money, a bonus, something like that. What's the matter, lover? You want to get out? Yeah? Come on, you want to come out? I'll take you out, or you want to bounce? You want to bounce? Want to bounce, or you want me to take you out? What are you doing? All right. Oh! All right. So I just woke up from my nap. I fell asleep standing up. Fell asleep standing up in the thing. All right. This stupid ass thing isn't loading. Let's try it. No. All right. I don't know why. All right. Did we find Lalia? What happened to Lalia? All right, let me do, our Malapali can have SARS. Let me do Brandy. Why does Deidre keep messaging me and trying to sleep with me and he is married? Oh, because some people don't care that they're married. All right, let's see what's going on with Deidre. He may feel like his wife has betrayed him. Or I mean, it could be him doing the betraying, but there's betrayal around him. That may be why. He's not so thrilled with that marriage. He's looking for excitement. He may even be looking to leave the relationship or move on. He's not thrilled. You know, but he is still married. And you know, they always say, oh, they never leave. Well, that's not always true. Sometimes they do leave. I've seen it happen many times. But if you are going to get involved with somebody, just know that, you know, it could be somewhat of a long road. And it could be, you know, you would be a third party. If you choose to do it, that's your business. But sometimes, you know, it's not always that easy to be the third party, you know, it comes with, yeah. Anyway, as long as you know, as long as you're aware of it, like I always say that to people, the third party always gets a bad rap. The unfortunate part of the thing is that usually the person wants to be with the third party. Usually. And it's usually that they can't get out of whatever it is that they're in. Or they don't have the balls, or they're being manipulated, or something like that. The person usually wants to be with the third party. Otherwise, they wouldn't be entertaining it, you know? Like, if your wife is there and you're not choosing to be with your wife, you're choosing to be with somebody else, that's the person you usually want to be with. Doesn't always mean that the person leaves, and it doesn't always mean that you get the happy ending, but when it comes, like, the third party always gets the bad rap, but it's not the third party's fault. Not usually. You know, you can't make somebody do something. If somebody is married and they're committed, that's on them. What's the matter? What's the matter? A little drool there. Want to go on your belly? Oh, you're a big girl. All right, we're almost done here. Hang on. Malapali, when will the Gemini and I see each other? Maybe sometime over the next 3 months. All right, baby. Okay, we're almost done. Hang in. I think Mel wanted spirits, right? Oh, Lalo Land is not here. Okay. Well, if she shows up in another one, I'll make sure to get to her. Spirit messages from Mel. Okay, we're going to pick spirit messages. Avery, look at these pretty cards. No, you're not interested? I can't wait for my new cards to come. The King of Air. Brilliant, impartial, diplomatic. Speak your mind with confidence. Seek out professional advice. Balance mental and emotional considerations. The Nine of Air. Expecting the worst. Self-fulfilling prophecies. Sleepless nights. Watch out with the Nine of Air. No negative thoughts. The Dreamer. Archangel Metatron. A leap of faith. Follow your dreams. You've got unexpected opportunities. That's what I like. Zara. Love reading till the end of May. All right, let's do a love reading for the end of May. Oh, she got a shot yesterday, and I could see the little wound. Poor baby. I'm sorry you had to get that in your leg like that. Okay, slow and steady wins the race from now until the end of May. You got the Taurus showing up. You've got, there's a Leo here. A Leo may be entering. You have a lot of strength around you, but from now until the end of May, it's slow and steady. You may be hearing from the Taurus, though. I don't think the Libra is going to give up either. You're feeling prepared. You're very well grounded in the month of May. All right, let me see. Josette, what's going on with Dre? No text back since yesterday. Okay. Did I do all the moderators and all the super chats? Let me know if I skipped anyone. I think I did them. I think this is the last one. He's feeling very burdened. He also has some arguments around him. Five of Wands and the Five of Wands and the Five of Swords. He feels too like somebody stabbed him in the back. He's got something going on around him. That's why you haven't heard from him. He's feeling unlucky, unhappy, unperseverant, but you are going to hear from him. Knight of Swords. You should hear from him today, I would think. All the mods are done. All the super chats are done. All right. I am going to try to come back on at 5 o'clock. So I'll see you guys around 5. I'm going to go get something to eat right now. And then it looks like it's nice out. Maybe we'll go for a walk. All right. I'll see you guys in a little bit. Thank you all. And welcome to all the new people. And of course, all of the loyal subs. I'll see you guys later. Thank you. Bye-bye.